Hey y'all, it's Lacey, and today I thought I would come on here and do a flip through of my reading journal that I mentioned in my last video. This is just a basic journal that I got from Michaels. I think it is the Artist Loft brand. So I got it at, I started it at the beginning of the year, so it started in January. But there's a couple of pages that are just like general tracking pages and things like that. So I like watching these videos that other people make to try and get inspiration for things. So I thought I would just kind of show you what I've done with mine so far. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I don't have a tripod, so I'm going to have to hold my phone to record this. So I'm going to apologize in advance if it's a little shaky and not the greatest camera work. So anyway, so I'll turn you around. Right. Okay, so here is the cover. Like I said, it's just a basic purple Artist Loft journal that I got at Michaels. And I got this sticker from Redbubble that says read more books that I just kind of stuck on here as a cover sticker. And then when you open up the inside, I just took some scrapbook paper with some stickers and covered up like the white that was in here, just kind of give it a little bit more, make it a little bit more interesting. And then I put that there to kind of keep track. So I started it January 2020, and then I'll write the date of when I finish it. And then I haven't done anything with this page yet. Not sure what I want to do, but I'll probably just do some little general picture, sticker, scrapbook paper thing on that one. So in the index, I took all the books that were on the Great American Read list and wrote those down. And then I've colored in the ones that I had read previously. And then, so here's, they just go on for a couple of pages. And again, all the ones that I've read are colored in. And then the ones that I read this year, I've decided I'm going to color in purple so I can keep track of, the ones that I read each year. So far I have not read any, but I am working on a couple. So this page is my 2020 reading goals. So my goals were to read Gone with the Wind, The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Anne of Green Gables series, complete the Pop Sugar Challenge, read 10 books from the Great American Read list, read 55 books, which is what I made my Goodreads goal, and read 3 books by Charles Dickens, and read 6 classics. I have not done any of that stuff, but I did check off The Hobbit, so that's good. And I'm working on Lord of the Rings, and I'm working on the Anne of Green Gables series. So yeah, I'll just kind of keep track of things as I go. And now this page, or these 2 pages, is we're working, me and my husband and my family are working on watching all of the Marvel movies, at least like that first phase of movies, in chronological order. So I had found this picture online that had all of the movie logos. So I printed it out, cut them out individually, and pasted them in here. And we've just been checking off the ones that we've read. The Incredible Hulk isn't on any streaming platform, so we weren't able to watch that one. But we've made it up to Black Panther so far. So yeah, this one I really loved the way that it looked, so I was really happy with how it turned out. And I just added some washi tape to kind of give it that Marvel Captain America vibe, because he's my favorite. Alright, moving on. This is just a card that I got in a subscription box. So I just stuck it in here to fill up a page, added some washi tape, and just, made it pretty. And then these next couple of pages are the prompts from the 2020 Pop Sugar Reading Challenge. So I've written them all down, and I've completed a few, and then I've kind of written in pencil some book ideas that will fit other prompts, so I just kind of keep up with what I might want to read to complete certain prompts. So they just kind of, go on for the next couple of pages. And then, you have like an advanced set of prompts that are a little bit more difficult to fulfill. And all of these have to do with like 20, because it being like the year 2020. So yeah. And then on this page, I did not create this picture. I drew it out, but I found this picture online. But I'm doing a 1-year Bible plan on my phone, on the Bible app. To get through the Bible in 1 year, it gives you some verses from the Old Testament, the New Testament, Psalms, and Proverbs each day. And then throughout the year, you gradually work your way through the Bible. So I found this picture online, sketched it out, and so far I've made it through 5 books of the Old Testament and 2 books of the New Testament. So I think it'll look really nice once I color it all in, and after I get through the entire Bible. And this page is, I sketched out this bookshelf to keep track of the analog and I think it's really the Lord of the read-along, but I wrote readathon. But I drew out all of the books in each series, and will color them in as I finish them. So I finished The Hobbit and Fellowship of the Ring, and Anne of Green Gables, Anne of Avonlea, and Anne of the Island, and I'm up to Anne of Windy Poplars. So as I finish those, I'll color those in. So it's a nice, just fun little tracker to help keep track of reading those books. And then on this page, it's just a little art thing that I did, kind of Anne of Green Gables themed, where I printed out that picture and just used some scrapbook paper and some washi tape, and mostly just to fill up a page, but I thought it turned out pretty good. And I kind of like to do stuff like that, just, something real quick and fun if I get a little burst of creativity and just want to do something simple. And then on this page, I wanted to keep track of like my favorite books each month. So I had this stencil that I thought kind of looked like little picture frames. So I drew those out, and then these stickers they're planner stickers. So they're like just for each month that you would usually put in a planner, but I used them to, mark off each month. So I'll just write in each month the book that I thought, that was my favorite, and then I'll pick one that is my favorite for the year and write it in there at the end of the year. And then on this page is my workout tracker. I've kind of slacked off. I started off the year really good, but then I've kind of fallen off here in the last couple of weeks, but need to get back into the habit of doing that. But I just, again, this was one of those things where I needed something to fill up a page, so I decided to sketch out this calendar for the year, and then just added some washi tape and some stickers, and just colored in each day that I worked out. On this page is my book trackers. This is where I'm tracking like the physical and audio books that I finish each month. So purple is physical, pink is audiobook. So I'm just kind of keeping track of each format that I finish throughout the year. And then I just added a sticker. Got that one from Redbubble as well. And some washi tape just to jazz it up a little bit. And then these 2 pages are, I'm keeping track of all the books that I have or will acquire in the year 2020. So I've been writing down like the month that I got the book, the title, where I got it from, and if I've read it, and if I unhaul it. So as you can see, like the Sundale Motel, I got that from Book of the Month. I have read it, and I've unhauled it. I gave it to my sister to read. And then like the Bromance Book Club, got that from Amazon, and I have read that. Love Her or Lose Her, Amazon, read it, and I did unhaul that one because I didn't really like it all that much. But yeah, so the rest of them are just, other books that I've acquired so far this year. So I just wanted to keep track of what books I brought in the year 2020. And just, again, just jazzed it up with some washi tape. Nothing special. Now here's where I get into the monthly trackers of what I've been reading. And I started out doing like these little cover artsy things where I would, mark it as like each month. So like this was for January 2020. Just did this little hot air balloon with this little quote. I think that comes from Lord of the Rings, maybe the Fellowship of the Ring, I'm not sure. So it's just something fun I did. I just wanted to do something creative. And then I created like this little boxy chart listing all the books that I read that month and the star ratings and like any comments or thoughts I had about them. I like this. It's a little tedious to draw out all of these boxes, but I think I like this format better. I did try something new for April, which I'll show you in a minute, but I think I like this format the best. And I didn't have a book-tac-toe card for the month of January, but going into February, again, this was just another little cover page I did for February in the tracker. I don't keep track of a lot of stuff for the month other than the books that I read. So I don't have a lot of other like monthly stats that I keep track of like on separate pages each month. But so this was the one for January and the books that I read, stars and comments. And then I did have a book-tac-toe card for February, so I put that here and had these stickers that I marked off each prompt that I completed. This is another card that I got in a subscription box. I just threw it in here because I thought it was fun and, just wanted to add that in here. And then this was the March one. I think this is another quote from like Lord of the Rings or one of those books. But I just have like all these like little flower and butterfly ephemeras and these like people pictures. So I just created this little cover sheet for March. And again, the book chart where I just wrote down what I read and, whether it was an audiobook, my thoughts, or like sometimes I tried to write down like which prompt I used it for on my book-tac-toe card. But yeah, I think this is like really organized and I kind of like this format. And then that was my book-tac-toe card for the month of March and the prompts that I was able to finish. And then I tried something new for April as far as like the order of things. So this is my book-tac-toe card for April and the prompts that I have. And I've got these little rain boot stickers that I'll put on here when I finish a prompt. And just jazzed it up with some washi tape and some little stickers. And then I printed out the stuff for the owls. I'm not sure if I'll end up completing this or not, but I just thought it looks fun in here. I kind of took some scrapbook paper that kind of reminded me of parchment and just kind of ripped it along the sides so it kind of looked a little tattered and glued the pages to it and stuck it in here. So, maybe I can complete it because I picked to be a Magizoologist, so you only need like 4 owls for that. So maybe I can get at least a couple done. I don't know. But this is the just where I was going to list the books that I finished in the month of April. It's just kind of free form, just writing them down in here. I'm not sure if I like this format though. It's a little too just, I like a little bit more structure. I like having the boxes to put the information in. So I don't know how, and maybe I can incorporate something that's kind of a mixture of both. I don't know. But anyway, this is just kind of what I'm doing this month. I just threw some stickers on here and, used these stickers to, I thought these, like the dragons kind of went with the Magizoologist theme, with like the magical creatures. And then I just used these other little extra stickers that came out of a little sticker book that I got. So it's like different dragons and just different like flames and stars and little dragon eggs and stuff. to kind of mark off each book as I finish it. So that's where I've gotten so far in like my reading tracking. And then in the end, on these end pages, I just took some more scrapbook paper and stickers and stuff to kind of just jazz it up a little bit so it wasn't just so plain and white. So that is it. That is my reading journal so far. Okay, so that was it. That was my reading journal so far. I hope you enjoyed it. I really like watching videos that people make showing their reading journals. It kind of helps me get some inspiration and ideas for things that I want to do. I don't keep track of a lot of things, but I think it is fun to just kind of list and keep track of the books that I read each month, and do something fun every now and then when I get like a little burst of creativity and just want to get something down on paper, or just, you know, get it out of my head and into something. So it's kind of like a little bit of an art journal, a little bit of a junk journal, and a reading journal all combined. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to chatting with you in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye.